And today's thought is basically today's topic is basically about just a reminder of the safety hazards that occur when we most when we least expect it to happen. Um, a lot of us tend to ignore the um, the fact that hazards when it comes to electrical can occur in any shape or form. Um, it can either be when you're turning on your main breaker, when you're turning on your main disconnect. Um, it could be anything, and a lot of us don't take the simple precautions to avoid these methods that can occur. And for me, it's safety is the utmost importance to me, and I believe in safety, and safety is what will get us home at the end of the day. Uh, Unfortunately, some of us who don't take those measures, that's when it's likely to happen. For me, I'm always on the lookout for any the slightest safety hazard that comes to electrical. I take my precautions very serious. Whether it be, like I said, turning on the main switch, um, turning on the main disconnect, whatever it may be. When it comes to loose wires, loose connections, all these things, it's a big hazard to the electrical industry. You also have the heaters and stuff like that. Sometimes the signs are there. Um, when you turn on a breaker and it trips right away, it means there's an issue. Don't also If you are new to the channel, double tap the screen to like, and you can also um, subscribe to the channel and stay up to date with my content and my videos. So, like I was saying, for me, when it comes to turning on a breaker and that breaker trips, I'm going to obviously know that there's an issue somewhere, and I'm going to take my precautions respectively. I'm going to, whether it be disconnecting that heater and making sure that everything is okay from point A to B. That's the first thing I do. I'm not the type of person that's going to keep flipping the actual breaker itself. It's not wise to do that because once you see that there's something tripping at your panel, just think a little, unplug that device, turn back on the circuit, make sure the circuit run is okay. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a nick wire touching against ground. Very simple, simple stuff. Something touching against metal. Um, and if that's not the issue, then you go on to the next problem solver. So for us, a lot of times we have to think instantly, right on the spot. Um, a lot of us, it's with experience, and once something happens, we know where to start. We'll start at one end and finish off at the other, and that's basically how we go about our troubleshooting. Um, we can also use our meters to troubleshoot, and the meters are the number one safety for electricians. Is what protects our life, and it's what makes us go home at the end of the day. It's as simple as you see the electrical meter. It's not something easy that you can use. There's different settings on the meter, and once put into the wrong setting, and if you don't have the right category for that meter, also, um, that meter can simply dismantle in your hands and can cause more problems than you need. So always be aware that when using your meter, to make sure that the meter is in the correct setting. Like I said, a meter is not easy to read, and for most people, it's like something new to them, and a lot of people are not aware that a meter comes with the right voltage, the right amperage you're testing on, the right category. Um, so meters, you just don't go and purchase a meter, electrical meter, because you want to. Like I said, there's different settings on it, and when not used in the appropriate manner, that meter can simply um, cause more problems than anything, and you don't really need that. For all those who are just checking in, you can double tap to like, and you can also subscribe to the channel, stay up to date to the content. Um, so, like I said, today's topic is about safety tips and electrical safety tips, and the um, the fact that people continue to ignore the safety of electrical is something of it's bizarre to me, because electrical, like I said, is nothing to play with, and a simple mistake can turn into something uh, very could be life threatening. Also, when working around panels, always maintain the code rule. You're supposed to have nothing in front of the electrical panel, 1 meter working space, and a lot of times you see people will have stuff in front of that panel. Um, Obviously, a lot of people are not aware of the working space rule when it comes to the electrical panel, and even when it comes to storing stuff, they're not aware of these things. So, like I said, it's safety all around the board when it comes to electrical. And for me, I take it very highly. Um, when it comes to you know running your cables on the floor, you're supposed to make sure that your cables are protected at all times. There's no hazards. No one should be able to stand on these cables. It's a big hazard for the people who are working on the job. So always try to protect your cable with a sheet of plywood. Make out a box of some sort. You'll see in my recent video that I put out, one of my videos I put out, I ran my cable on the floor, but I also protected that cable with some sort of boxing to make sure that it doesn't become a danger to the job site and to the people that are working on the actual job itself. Um, you can you guys whoever as you come in, you can double tap the screen to like. Um, you can also subscribe to the channel to stay up to date to the content. Very important, please. The likes are free. You can double tap on the screen to double tap on the screen to like up the live. um, so also when it comes to the code book, the rules are in there. A lot of us are just not aware of finding these rules, and me, when I first started, I was the same thing. I wasn't aware of how to find stuff in the code, but I learned it, and now it's my go-to. It's my number one thing that I go to when I'm on a job site. Ashley's New Year's mattress sale is going on now. Dream big with these mattresses. It's my number one thing when it comes to finding my code rules. So for me, the code book is very, very important. And as I start my journey with my apprentice, um, to try to mentor him on how to use this code book and how to find his rules. And you know, it's one thing to learn on the job site, but it's a second thing to. It's also important to know where these rules comes from and know how they're applied. So I think for the apprentices, it's very important to at a time and stage to start to introduce them to the code book. As you guys come in, you guys can double tap the screen to like up the live. So I think it's very important to adjust the apprentice into the code book as they go along. It becomes very vital to them as they take this next step in order to continue and reach the end goal of becoming a licensed journeyman. It's a big step for the apprentices, and not all of us will make it there. Unfortunately, all of us don't have the capacity to withstand the ups and the downs when it comes to electrical. It's not as easy as everyone thinks, and there are ups and downs. But when you have someone who's willing to guide you through uh, whatever ups and downs, I think it's important to follow that person's lead, and knowing that that person will or knowing that your journeyman will take you to the next level that you're supposed to reach. As you guys come in, you guys can double tap the screen to like up the live. Again, today's safety tips. Also, today is also about introducing the apprentice to the code book. Um, well, not introducing because the apprentices should already know about the code book, but it's just introducing the apprentices on how to actually read that book and understand the rules that are in there, and understand that the rules are vital to our trade and vital to the customers, and that we need to follow these rules accordingly. like I said, as you guys come in, you guys can double tap to like up the live. Um, so today is a very important day for me as I will open up the code book to my apprentice and make sure that he's on board with the code book and he's on board with the rules. And I will show him how to go about reading these code the code book and mentor him on how the rules reach and also um, every little hazard that we have. You also have to look out for a safety update, a code rule change of some sort. Mostly that's what happens with the code book. So there's a lot of things to know when it comes to the actual code book and reading it. There's a lot of amendments. Uh, there's a lot of deleted stuff and it's just as important to know these things. Um, it's also important to know how to apply all of these rules on a job site. There's many different rules for many different jobs that we do. Everything comes with a rule, even outside when you're working with your pole lights. When you're working with your underground lights, um, parking lot lights, everything that we touch. It relates back to the actual code book, and I think it's very important to be able to understand these rules. My journey to reading the code book was pretty easy, as I took the trade very highly, and I took the rules very highly, and I started off very small, reading a little bit of the rules. Obviously, we're not always going to remember every rule. It's impossible. There's so many different rules, so I broke it down and I simply got to understand a lot about the code book and where to go to find these rules. And that's simply all you need to know is how to find the rules, how to look for the keywords. Um, Once you've mastered that, then you're set. But obviously, like I said, it's not as easy as everyone thinks, and it takes time. And like I said, for me, I broke it down, and by breaking down the actual book, it makes you aware of simple words that you need to find. Uh, Using the index is a number one goal for me on how I find all my rules. And that's the issue that comes to hand where a lot of us don't actually take the time to look into the index to get to your code rule. As you guys come in, you can double tap the screen to like up the live. So I've been saying, for me it was very easy to figure out the code book and learn how to maneuver with the actual code book itself. Yes, so for me, it was very easy to learn the code book. Like I said, I took it very highly, and it's one thing. Like I said, it's one thing to do the work on the job, but it's another thing to actually understand how the rules work and how you apply the rules. And like I said, when it comes to the actual hazards on the job site, a lot of it comes from being able to read the code book and be able to identify what you can't do and what you can do when it comes to safety hazards. Safety hazards, like I say, it comes in all different forms. It could be, running cars on the floor. It could be running wires on the floor. They all have to be somehow protected, um, and it's very hard to it's very hard to actually explain it to the other workers on the job site. As you know, it's up to us as an electrical contractor to actually apply these rules and stick to them, even though some people might not want to follow them. At the end of the day, when it comes down to safety, that should be our number one priority. Safety first above everything. And also, like I said, when it comes to safety, it comes in all different forms. It could be either turning on a breaker, it could be leveling up your turning on your main power. We all have to take the precaution for safety, whether it be when you're running your cable, make sure that you don't have it nicking your wire. These things will always trip your breaker from turning on. It's just simple stuff that we learn as we go. And that's why there's a lot of rules in the code book to avoid these mistakes, avoid anything from happening. You know, as I say, when we first start out, we're not aware of these hazards, but we learn as we go on the job. We learn from the practices, the work that we do, to not keep keep these safety hazards and these electrical hazards from coming into play. So yes, so like I said, I would like to thank everyone for checking into the live, everyone for liking the video, and it was just a short video. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to all my viewers and subscribers, everyone who tune into the channel, everyone who supports the channel. I'd like to give a shout out. Shout out to Gaza Uncle. Um, Shout out to Sasha Eyes, Aza Mario, Up Movement TV, 9 to 5 Boss, Michael Forb. Shout out to Mr. Gaza. Shout out to Kim. Shout out to Gaza Libra. Shout out to Isaac Gaza. So there's a lot of supporters that shout out to Cash Cow, um, State of Dancehall, Real Life TV, Jamaica Entertainment TV. These are all the supporters. There's quite a bit. Whoever named that I forgot. Just a big thank you for the support and the continuing of the support of the channel. And like I said, it was a quick live on the safety aspect of the electrical when it comes to electrical, avoiding the hazards, and also it was just a talk about introducing the apprentices to the code book when the time is right to actually dive in and go hard with the apprentice. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next live.